Today we're going to talk more about equivalent fractions, least common denominators, and making sure that we can compare our fractions so that we can make them into addition and subtraction problems. So two fractions that represent the same part of the whole unit are equivalent fractions. There are two uses that we might have to make equivalent fractions. Well, we need common denominators. So we might need to make more pieces of that brownie, and we need to cut it apart and make it into more pieces than we had before. Or we may need to simplify the fractions, break them down into a smaller equivalent fraction. To make equivalent fractions, what we're going to do, and we talked about this before, is we're going to multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same number. Again, the numerator and our denominator, we're going to multiply those by the same number. So if we start out, we have 3/4 and 1/8. So if I look along my multiplication chart, I'm going to see along the fourths that I got 4, 8, 12, 16, all the way to 48. If I look on my eighths, I start with 8, 16, and continuing on all the way to 96. Now, I want to find the least common denominator that I have for those so that I can make sure that I find the smallest number. So if I look at 4, well, 4's not an 8, so I have to go to the next one. There's an 8 there, and there's an 8 there. So I'm going to use eighths to make this work. So I know that 1/8, I don't have to do anything with the 1/8 because it's already in eighths, so I'm going to keep it as 1/8. Then, when I change the 3/4, I'm going to have to multiply both of those by the number 2. And I can see that along the 2 line on my multiplication chart. So 3 times 2 is 6, 4 times 2 is 8, and we have equivalent fractions. We have a few more that we can look at. We have 2/3 and 5/6. So if I go along the 3rd line, the 3 line, we can see that we have 3, 6, 9. And on the 6s, I start with 6. So we got 6 and 6. So I'm going to make those both into 6s. We got 6 there and 6 there. Well, the 5/6 I'm already good, so I don't need to do anything with that. So then I'm going to go and multiply the 2 by 2 and the 3 by 2. So 3 times 2, 3 times 2 is 6, 2 times 2 is 4, and we have equivalent fractions there. Then we have 4 and 3. Let me erase what we had there. And let's look at the 4 and the 3. So on the 4 line, I got 4, 8, and 12. On the 3 line, I got 3, 6, 9, and 12. So I'm going to make them both into 12ths. So 4 times 3, 1 times 3, because remember we're doing the same thing on bottom and top. So 1 times 3 is 3, and then we have to change the 3's into 12, so times 4 times 4, 1 times 4 is 4. Finally, I have 6ths and 8ths. So I'm going to look along the 6th and the 8ths. So I'm going to kind of draw out the 6th line and the 8th line. I'm going to look, I got 6, nope, 12, nope, 18, nope, 24. Oh, yep, there it is, 24. So I'm going to make them both into 24s. And we had 6 times, and I look up top, it was 4. So I'm going to make that times 4 over 4. And 4 times 1 is 4. Then my 8s, it was in the 3's, so I'm going to multiply by 3 over 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. And I have made equivalent fractions. So what we're going to do now is you're going to go ahead and comparison fractions on the worksheet that you have.